am Dr. Lohuri Roy, consultant gynecologist and laparoscopic surgeon practicing in Kolkata. Today we are going to talk about infertility, or better to be called as subfertility. It's a very pertinent topic because nowadays many couples come to us with the problem that they are not being able to conceive even after trying. So it is a very sensitive topic as there is so much of social, mental and emotional stress that they go through that it needs to be handled with much sympathy and empathy. Proper counseling and empathy forms the mainstay of treatment in case of infertility. So first, to define what is infertility. It is the inability to conceive even after 12 months of trying. About 85% of the couples do conceive naturally after the first year. Additional 7% do so within the next year. So the incidence of infertility is about 15%. But you will be happy to know that most of them, that is about 70% of them, can be treated just with counseling, some tips on how to try to conceive, and with simple medications and injections. Only about 10 to 20% go on to need assisted reproductive techniques, popularly which includes the test tube baby or IVF. So IVF is not the only resort, but it is the last resort when you are trying to conceive. Happily, most of the women go on and conceive naturally. So now you should know that how the entire process goes on. Well, for that there are 4 important factors. 1, the sperm goes in the womb. Then the ovaries release the eggs which meet with the sperms inside the tubes, which are the fallopian tubes lying adjacent to the ovaries, and then the baby is formed. This baby then travels down the tube and comes to the womb and is implanted along the walls of the womb. So now for a successful pregnancy, you need these 4 factors to work perfectly and in sync with each other. If there is abnormality in any one of these factors, like in the number, shape or motility of the sperms, or there is a problem in release of eggs, or there is a problem with the lining of the womb, or there is a block in the tube, it may lead to difficulty in conceiving, and that's the time when you need to see your doctor. So now we find that generally in 1/3 of the cases, the female factors are responsible, in 1/3 the male factors, and rest of the 30% of the cases, generally no cause is found, but there is difficulty in conceiving or there is delay in conceiving. So how will you know that you need to see your doctor? Number 1, how will you know that you are having this problem or difficulty in release of eggs from your ovary? Various symptoms will lead you to the diagnosis. Number 1, if you are having irregular menstrual cycles. Generally, a regular menstrual cycle is between 21 to 35 days. If you have an irregular cycle or a cycle that happens before 21 days or after 35 days, most likely that the eggs are not releasing properly from your ovaries. So since the release of eggs is very much important in formation of the baby, so immediately you need to consult your doctor to find out the cause. Also, if there is any cyst in the ovary, then also it may impede the release of eggs and may need some medical or surgical intervention. Another disease that is very important in disturbing the pregnancy or causing infertility is endometriosis. What is it? It is a condition when the inner lining of the womb is placed anywhere inside the abdomen other than the uterine cavity. Its incidence is about 10 to 15% in the reproductive age group women. So you can find out how common it is. Now the question comes, why does it happen? For example, like when the blood during menstruation goes down, some of the blood may move through the tubes to the ovaries and form a cyst over there. In non-medical terms, this is more commonly known as the chocolate cyst. Why a chocolate cyst? Because of 2 very common similarities with the chocolate. Like the chocolate, the color is of the chocolatey nature because of degradation of blood and blood products. Number 2, like chocolate has got a sticking property, it is also very sticky, the material, and it sticks to the nearby internal structures like the bowel, that is the gut, and the urinary system, causing a distortion of the anatomy for which is detrimental both to the release and to the pickup of the eggs. So it can lead to infertility or subfertility. Generally, this condition is associated with pain during menstruation, And if you are facing this, then please go and see your doctor, because she or he is going to have a good solution to it and will ease your path to pregnancy. Apart from that, what impedes the implantation of the baby inside the womb? It's the presence of the fibroids or the benign tumors that may be present in the womb. That may distort the cavity in such a way that the baby is not being able to get implanted. There are the male factors also, like I described. If the number, the size and the shape of the sperms are not correct, then also there may be problem in conceiving. So once you see the doctor, he or she may ask you some basic questions like how long have you been trying, what is the frequency of intercourse. Number 3, that whether you have any history of any foul smelling vaginal discharge associated with pain in the abdomen for which you have been given antibiotics, which signifies infection, which is known as the genital infections, which can also impede your power to conceive. Also, there may be questions like whether you had undergone previous surgeries or not. That may cause distortion of your womb cavity, or you are under some chronic medication or not. Once the history taking is complete, we generally advise you to undergo a battery of tests. Some very basic and common tests that are not very painful, not very expensive, but they provide us a clear picture or help us guide to your cause of subfertility. One test is of the male partner, that is the semen test, and the other tests are related to the female partner. Some blood tests to find out whether the egg reserve is fine or not, whether your ovaries have adequate number of eggs and they are releasing the eggs properly or not, and if your cycles are irregular, then to find out that why they are so, especially with the help of 2 important blood tests of the thyroid and prolactin hormone. Apart from that, we need to see whether the womb is functioning properly or not. So an ultrasound scan is a very good and a basic test modality to find it out. It will show any kind of cysts present, any tumors present in the womb. Again, last but not the least, to find out whether your tubes are clear and patent or not. For that, there is a special X-ray which is done, known as HSG, which it can be done and it shows whether the tubes are working properly or not. Once these are done, we generally move to the treatment part. As I have told you that counseling forms the mainstay of the treatment. We need to counsel and we need to provide you with simple tricks like what is the optimum time of trying, when should you try, what medications you can take to potentiate the entire process. And if this is not functioning, then we can move to certain medicines. Simple medicines taken for a small time during the entire month can help your eggs to grow in more numbers, and then when they reach a certain size, we can give you certain injections to cause the egg to release so that it can fertilize with the sperm and form the baby. Well, if this is also not working, then we can go to the last resort of assisted reproductive technology, which includes mainly 2 procedures. One is known as IUI or intrauterine insemination, where the sperm from the male partner is taken, washed, and it is processed in a very important machine, and then it is transmitted into the womb of the woman at a particular time of the cycle as decided by your doctor. And the other is the IVF, or popularly known as the test tube baby. But that, as I have told you at the beginning of the video, that it is the last resort of having a baby and not the only resort. So this can also be tried, but once the other therapies fail. Coming to the need of surgery, yes, surgery may sometimes be essential. Like if you have tumors at the womb, it can be removed, or it is needed to be removed, or you have some cysts which are not going medically, they may need to be removed surgically. But you will be happy to know that most of the surgeries can be done laparoscopically, and hence it is a matter of only 1 to 2 days that you get back home, and there won't be any long incisions or cuts in your tummy, as it's a keyhole surgery. So at the end of the day, don't be afraid, don't be depressed. Just you should know that difficult roads always lead to better destinations. So go ahead and meet your doctor. He or she will surely be having a solution to your problem. See you.